Hello everyone, my name is Laping from SHMS. Today I'm going to give you a presentation of my personal leadership assessment and development. First of all, I want to introduce my mission statement. I want to be the one more creative in my ideas, more professional in my careers, more confident in facing my challenges, and more reliable in personal image, and more proud in being myself in the future. For me, the vision statement is a long-term goal, so I need to analyze my process to achieve it, such as this process like a cycle, including assess, making decisions, plan for change, and implement. I need to adjust myself all the time in order to achieve the vision. So today I'm going to analyze myself on the leadership strengths and the personalities with SWOT aspects and do some career planning and the leadership development. This is my SEI report. Among this report, we can clearly see that engage intrinsic motivation, navigate emotions, and increase empathy is my leadership strength. Compare with the 6 different leadership styles with their characteristic. It is notable that my leadership style is evaluative style because I like to revolve around people, create harmony, build up strong emotional bond, and a sense of belongings. Then we will come to the second part, the SWOT analysis. This is very related to our career planning in the future because we need to recognize ourselves, understand ourselves, and appreciate ourselves in order to foresee the future. As for me, I have very skilled navigate emotion, intrinsic motivation, and increased empathy, which will depends on the SEI report. And this is the strength I have on the EQ part. For the other part, language background, the professional knowledge in SHMS, impulse control, and the working experience in hospitality is my skills advantage. For the weakness part, since I am a very empathic person, so I will be easily affected by others, very easily be struggle for something. When I was in the negative emotions, I would be easily drawn to the self-doubt, self-denial, and depends on the SEI report, the personal goals and the enhanced emotional literacy makes me very nervous and cannot see my goals very clearly. For the social skills part, I will feel fear to develop a relationship with a stranger without any common topics at the beginning. After the internal assessment, we'll do some analysis on the external part. It is related to the opportunities and threats. For the opportunities, I have various resources. The professional academic team and career office in SHMS not only brings me the professional knowledge, but also help me to develop the social network in this industry. On the other hand, the emotional intelligence course help me to recognize myself and improve myself in the inner part. And with the development of technology, especially on social media, it's not only bring the convenience for us to achieve the better performance, but also help us to develop the social network on the internet. The demand of professional employees in hospitality provide a chance for me to develop my careers. On the other hand, the emotional part, identity from my friends and the support from my family members brings me confidence to face my challenges. Last but not least, the fifth part on the environment, the competitors from the outside, from the other hotel, the economic crisis may have to bring the decrease on the guest. So it means my performance will be affected. On the other hand, as an industry full of service, we may face the stress from our job and from our guests, which may bring us the mental disease, and this is the part we need to pay attention. Last but not least, on the society part, the tourism may brings the totally breakdown, huge damages to our industry. After the personal SWOT analysis, I'm going to set up my career goals. First of all, I need to pay attention to the 3 principles. The first one is SMART principle. It means that all the goals I'm setting or have set must be specific, measurable, achievable, result-focused, and time-bound. It means that it is a guidance to our goal setting. The other one is the role defining. After defining the different roles I was playing or I'm playing, I can set up the goals according to these roles very clearly and very easily. Such as a student, I need to finish my dissertation and get an MSc diploma in this 1 year. As an employee, I need to finish my internship with a very good or excellent performance, because it is not only an internship, it is also a reputation building of my future career. As a workplace freshman, I wish I can attend a management training program in the foreign famous hotel or luxury hotels in 1 year, or I can attend the IHG leader program in 1 year. As the family members and friends, I need to overcome the weakness in my personalities on the social skills part, and I will keep on touch with my family members. I will contact my old friends, and I will make a new friends, try to develop a new social network. Last but not least, as the Guowei said in the 7 habits of highly effective people, put first thing first is one of the habits. That means the time management matrix. So I separate my goals according to their urgency and importance. The urgent and important part and the not urgent important part is the essential goals I need to pay attention or play efforts on it. Such as the finish dissertation and finish the internship with outstanding performance. They are the urgent and important part because it is related to my near future. For the not urgent but important part, I should not ignore because it will bring me the influence in the long term, such as to keep in touch with my family, contact my new friends, and develop social network. It means that it is a time investment project. I need to develop or improve my social skills, and so that I can achieve those goals. So in this moment, I want to introduce my mentor, Mr. Julian, in this school. And he was the front desk manager 5 years ago, and now he's the teacher in our school responsible for the housekeeping management and the front office system management. And he was the first teacher I spoke to in my PhD program. And during this 30 minutes conversation between me and him, I feel his patience and enthusiastic. And he always loved to answer questions from students. When I have his class, he is always very energetic and very confident. And he tried to solve all the difficulties faced by his students or the challenges faced by his students with his professional knowledge about it. And I think he's very good at develop the relationship with the strangers, especially with the students. So I treat him as my mentor. Last but not least, I will introduce my leadership development plan in the next 12 months. According to the government, leaders who have mastered 4 or more, especially the authoritative, democratic, affiliative, and the coaching styles, have the best climate and the business performance. Fortunately, I have one of them, but I will improve myself to have more leadership styles, so I can use different leadership styles in practice when I face in different situations. That's why I need to present the potential vulnerabilities of my SEI report related to the pursuit noble goals, enhance emotional literacy, and the fear of building up relationship with the strangers without common topics. In order to achieve my career goals, I set up the monthly plan, and I put the urgent and important parts on the beyond, and put the not urgent but important part in the below. For the students, I need to finish all the coursework in order to get my diploma first, and then I will plan my dissertation step by step. I can finish it before my deadline. For the family members and the friends, it is the time investment program I need to pay attention to. I will keep on chatting with them, with the old friends, with my family members, and I will try to develop my social relationship or social network. That means meeting new friends, improve my social skills. To be more realistic, I've changed my, I make the weekly plan after the monthly plan. It related to the more detailed informations of my goals, such as finish the dissertation. It will be so detailed. It will relate it to the items I'm going to do the research on each day. And the diploma, for getting diploma, I will do the preview and review all the knowledge I gain or I'm going to gain for my courses. And for the employee part, also actually I'm trying my best to find a new internship. And for the family members and the friends part, I will try to make new friends, contact with my old friends, and do the video chat with my family members. Last but not least, it's time to give you a conclusion of my presentation. For my vision statement, 5 more professional in my careers and more reliable in my personal image is the things I'm going to achieve in my goals. For my leadership style, I felt that affiliative is my natural one, and I will also work on myself to improve myself in order to possess more leadership style. From the SWOT analysis, I found that my weakness is free to develop a relationship with the strangers without any common topics. So I set up a goal to develop my social skills and self-confidence. That means, in the words of Mr. Stanford, it means learn to ask questions. That will relate it to my mentor, Mr. Julian, because he's very good at developing a social relationship. So I will learn more from him. For the leadership development plan, I will keep on working on the 7 habits of the highly effective people. That means put first thing first. I set up the time management matrix for my plan, from not only for the month but also for the week. This is the reference of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.